to welcome everybody to AGM 2026. I think we should give ourselves a round of applause. We are still sticking to our time. If you have your program in your hands, you can open to page 09. You will find the agenda of today's meeting therein. And then you will see that we are just about calling the meeting to order at exactly 11:30, just about 30 minutes late. Apologies for taking that much of your time. We were waiting to form a quorum. Can I ask I recognize the BOT chairman in essential. He's just gone to see something. He will be joining us soon. I would like to invite to the high table. This is an AGM, so it's proper for me to bring to the table those who will be speaking to us directly on the affairs of the association. So kindly help me applaud the president. He has is on his seat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is our president, Engineer Oluwaseyi Ademuyiwa, and he's done quite well in the past 1 year. And he and his team would give us a report of their stewardship today. I would also want to invite here our financial secretary. Please, you need to be here. Let's appreciate Engineer Kende Oladimeji. He's our financial secretary with experience. Please clap for him. It's not easy to manage money. If you know what I know, you will clap more. Yeah. I would also be inviting some other persons. I've just been informed by the president that someone will be representing the provost as usual, and we would identify him as soon as he arrives. I would want to call to this high table on the low side, a member of our BOT also, Engineer Dele Avi. May I have you here, sir? Thank you very much, sir. On that note, whilst we wait for others to come, our secretary is not here. I believe that when he comes, we will also invite him to the high table. And then the representative of the provost, the BOT chairman, would also be invited to the high table. Let's quickly, without wasting much of our time, begin this AGM by rising to sing the national anthem. We've been mandated to only say this, the first stanza, as a national prayer at events like this. So, for ease of understanding, please, it is on page 03 of the program, for those who don't know it. Are you ready? So if we're ready, greatest Oceanites, the national anthem.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land, the tribe and tongue made in
Thank you very much, fellow Oceanites. Please, can we have our seats? You're very welcome, sir. We would like to start with a prayer, so I'll invite Captain Ben Beckers to give us an opening prayer. Thank you.
Shall we pray? Mighty, the opportunity to be. We thank you, Lord Almighty, for being with us from the year past, and thank you for taking us to yet another brand new year. We appreciate you, and we say may your name be glorified in the mighty name of Jesus. We present today's activities unto your holy hands. Please, God, come and take total preeminence, and at the end, let your name. Thank you, Lord, for upon Son and of the Holy. Amen.
Amen. Please, can we just give him a round of applause? I know that if it were to be a church, I would just call for offering after that prayer. But because it is not a church, we can still do some more clapping. We need the offering. At the right time, we will ask for the offering. Fellow Oceanites, on your program, you will see that we have introduction of members. Before we go into that, I would like to introduce to us our ESCOs. You will see it on page 8. Our national ESCOs is led by the able, indefatigable engineer Oluwaseyi Ademuyiwa. He took the reign of power exactly a year ago, and he's done some exceptional work. He's supported by Captain Musa Gambo as the Vice President. Our Secretary is Engineer Biala James, who will soon be here. Our Treasurer is Engineer Cordelia Okole. Our Financial Secretary is right here seated, Engineer Kehinde Oladimeji. We have our Welfare Secretary, Captain Ajibola Kabiru, who will join us pretty soon. They have gone to get some things still for this AGM. We have our National PRO, Oludare Ayotunde, and then we have the Lady Princess Phillips Christiana. Please wave at us now. Wave at us, wave at us. Yeah. So having introduced our national executives to us, we will take our own introduction, and I would like us to start from right behind. So The gentleman cadet, can you help me move the mic to our mommy over there to start the introduction? So for you to introduce yourself, please, we would like to have your name, your course of study here, and then your year. Please put the graduation year, not the year you entered, so that it does not make some of us to start thinking.
Good morning. My name is Captain Ayeni Oludare. Nautical Science 93 set.
Okay, sir. Okay.
My name is Adisa Hadam Olaniji, Marine Engineer in 1983 set.
Yeah, my name is Dele Alegbe, Captain Dele Alegbe, Nautical Science.
Engineering 2025 sets.
Good morning, all. I'm Engineer Deborah Kewari, 91 set.
Good morning, all. My name is Ayeni Olubukola Oluwafunke, Nautical Science 2008.
Hallelujah. My name is Captain Francis Orishemeyiwa, popularly known as Samanja, 90 set, Nautical Science.
Good morning, all. My name is Oluyemi Olapade, Marine Engineer, 98 set.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Oladele Murakeo, Marine Engineer, 2000 set.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Phyllis Christana, Nautical Science 2013 sets.
And thank you very much, everyone. My name is Oluye Dario Yebola, Fisheries Technology, 98 and 2000 set. Because this fluctuation is not good for my health. So we'll move straight into the meat of the matter, which is a welcome address by our president. Please, with a rousing applause, can you please help us to lift the president into his speech? Thank you very much.
Good morning, all. Good morning, all. Yeah, I'm so excited, but I don't want to greet. And I have a honor and privilege of serving as the current president of the Federal College of Marine and Fisheries Technology Alumni Association. On behalf of the 500,000 Oceanite alumni globally, it is my greatest pleasure to welcome you all to this edition of our annual general meeting, our AGM, of the greatest alumni family of oceanography. I wish to say with high levels of confidence that the BOT and members of my executives have keenly spent a fair amount of time creating so much. In this, I would like to highlight some prospects we have been able to cover and those in our views at least below. What the alumni, in conjunction with even some names that have not been mentioned, I want to just run it out. We discovered some needs for our college named to be on the mandatory list of NEMASA accreditation. This is in view. If you see us, we are having some meeting tete-a-tete, head-to-head. One of our main boss assisting, putting this program to come to stay is in this auditorium. We are creating an old student database records for all graduation sets to refresh our memories of good times we shared. We have noticed that right from the onset of this school, there have not been a kind of database. Even with this time we are in, we are taking some names so that we'll be able to place it in good database. We want to know your set, we want to know where you are from, so that this cordial relationship and community base of the Oceanite alumni will be so great. I also want to use this forum to please help us. If you are 78 set, if you are 88 set, you can liaise with your other colleagues. Give it to the alumni general secretary. We are trying to form a database of about 40 years. We know some have passed on. We know some are still around. Let's celebrate ourselves when we are alive and when we are on, so that when we need a thing, we can easily run to you. That's the necessity of these database records. We are also missing the school. The school are giving us some, but the records are not so too good. We've made alumni new members registration easier for students, as they can now register with some token money, about 2,000 for national diploma and 3,000 for higher diploma, after school programs during clearance. We've noticed that most of our students just leave the school without taking good records. And I think that's where this database starts from. By the time you have your names and you are registered, you are automatically an Oceanite. We are doing that. The program is right on. We are now having relationship with some maritime companies and other related industry to absorb students for industrial training at the school, even in the fishery sector. We are going to companies telling them this is what we can do. We have these students, and they are giving us a very good positive result. We've made scholarship opportunity available for our students through for our students through Tetra Foundation, and our students were the first pioneer of this great event. We are able to do this. That is why I said database, it's very necessary. Tetra Foundation came into the school, you understand, said by God's grace, with the help of some people seated here, we were able to bring in the company, which is part of the company in which I work. They are presently now in Greece. They are doing beautifully good. Apart from those 10, we've absorbed 14 and we've absorbed 18 again. But if I will count the numbers of oceanography students that are in this Tetra Foundation, we are going up to 50. We are going up to 50 in code, both nautical and marine engineering. We are intensifying our efforts in the fishing industry. As I said earlier, we are meeting some fishing companies with they've given us dates for meetings and to sort out some of the modalities of coming to pick students from school. We also welcome suggestions. There is no highlanders of knowledge. If you have anything, that's why the AGM is there. If you're in the fishing industry, just meet us up, meet my able secretaries. We'll be able to do something. Our Alumni Association office building is a priority for our general concern. When we took the office last year, this was a great concern for us. We know it's a very, very project, but I believe God will help us to get there. All your assistance, all your helps is needed. Because the site located to us by the college management is a bigger project. It's bigger than what we can imagine. Not even in my tenure, I can say, not even in the next 2 or 3 tenure, I will say we'll be able to achieve this. But a million miles starts with what? A first step. So we'll try and do what we can do and pass it to the next. It might interest you, it might interest us all to know that this commence one of our major agenda, not back to our alma mater, as we successfully hosted an online symposium titled Maritime Crime Investigation. We did an online track. Again, we would like to apologize a little because we could not accommodate many more people in this symposium. In the next program for the year, we will find a way to accommodate many so that you can be in this symposium. It's so educative. Maritime crime starts where? Start from the school. The school you are, you must build up yourself so that you are not involved in crimes. I remember my days in school then in 88. What was pumping into our mind was quite different from what we met outside the world. You're welcome, my chairman. Welcome, sir. So, looking at that, when it comes to even crime, you know exam malpractices is a crime. Cultism is a crime. Because if you build yourself with that from school, definitely you do the same thing when you are working outside. And that will give you what? A very bad record about the school you have just passed out. The record you leave in your company matters a lot. If you look at all sitting down, the BOT, our boss over there, our record speaks for us. So I want to use this to tell the students, please watch your gang, the gang in which you move with, the friends, and all you do in school counts for you when you are outside the school. This crime investigation matter was delivered by Dr. E.L. Green, Igbogidi of Nemasa, on the 23rd January 2026. And I'm using this medium to further inform all our members to watch out for more of such both online and physical for both students and alumni in coming year, while thanking Dr. Green Igbogidi for the knowledge contributed for this support. I will not round up without mentioning the sweet cordial cooperation that we enjoy from the college management, led by Dr. Chooks Onoha. He has always been a very good friend and administrative leader. And I will enjoy everyone to join me and say a big thank you. And we do not take this for granted. For more development and teamwork, please inform that our doors are open. We welcome suggestions from all audience and great members. Thanking you all for attending this great year alumni. God bless Federal College of Fisheries and Marine Technology. God bless Federal College of Fisheries and Marine Technology alumni. God bless you all. And Johnny Mercy's back home. Thank you.
Please keep clapping for our president. I can tell you for free, it is not easy to be a president. As the president was giving us his welcome address, the Ejala of Fcfmt-Alumni walked in. Our BOT chairman, a man of high repute, a man whose efforts in the birthing of this association cannot be overemphasized. Please join me with a thunderous applause as I welcome for his address our BOT chairman, Captain Fola Ojutalayo. Okay. Just before he gives his speech, I'd like to invite to the high table on the low side, Engineer Wale, a strong member of the BOT. Please keep clapping. You're welcome, sir. Please, you can keep for the BOT, clap for the BOT chairman as he gives a speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great Oceanite. Great Oceanite. Great of the greatest and the greatest Oceanite. I want to welcome all of you this morning to this annual general meeting of the Alumni Association of the Federal College of Fisheries and Marine Technology. We will be standing on the protocol already established by our president so that I will not take much of our time. It has been a journey for this Alumni Association before we got to the position where we are today. And that journey has been a journey that has been saddled with a lot of mixed, both good, the ugly, the bad. But I say the good first, because now we can say that the journey so far and so good for us. You know, when this college started, thank you, President. When this college started, when some of us came into this college, we were not actually sure what the future held in stock for us. We just came in, innocent children, innocent students. You know, but today, when we look back, we can see the great men, great women that this college has produced. Among us, we have professors, Among us, we have doctors. Amongst us, we have judges. You know, I was happy when I heard that one of our, alumni member is now a federal high court judge in the U.S. and is doing very well. He was supposed to be a member of the BOT, but by the virtue of his office in the U.S. as a judge, he tried to, he reclined. And, this school has produced a lot of great engineers, great captains, master mariners, class 1 engineers, engineer that has broken records. I was on board a ship around 2011 or so, and my chief engineer, I will not mention his name, we were together. He was working in Singapore before. He came on board one day and he told me that, see, Capi, these people are still disturbing me. Oh. Which people? He said, the people he was working with in Singapore. I said, what happened? See, I don't want to go to sea again. I'm tired. But there's a particular job they are calling me for. What was the nature of the job? He told me that, that company was building multipurpose vessels. And those multipurpose vessels were the first of its kind in the world. They were building 4. So they wanted to launch the very first one of the vessels. That company had over 200 ships as at that time. So he said he was nominated to be the chief engineer on that vessel. And then another Australian was also nominated to be the captain on that vessel. He said, although it's a global record, but I'm just tired. I don't want to go. When he told me, I say, oh boy, this one you go. Either you like it or not, you will go. I said, you have to go. He said, but I'm working here. I said, I will cover up for you. If you don't need that record for yourself, go and get that record for the college. And go and get that record for Nigeria. And he went. The person I'm talking about, some of his class, he was my mate here anyway, but he's an engineer, he was his classmate in this school. So we have a lot of our people who are doing well, who are broken records all over the world. In our college today, in Nigeria as of today, we have the product of this college that are ship owners. And this college has the highest number. I don't know of any school in Nigeria that has produced ship owners like this college. So I will say, thank you. Thank you. So I will say that is the reason why I was saying that the journey, when we look back, it was rough. Some of these people, incidentally, all these people that I have talked about, I have quite a number of them as my mates. Sometimes when we were talking, we will reflect back at the time that we were in school. And we look back, though it was not funny that time. Sometimes when we look at the picture that we had in school, one of them, when you see him now, if he dress up now, he's a yoppie guy. But that time, when you see him, he's always wearing oversized shirts, oversized trousers. And I think I belong to that group too. But today we thank God. And I can say that for all of us seated here, among ourselves, among our sets, our seniors, our juniors, we can always look back and say thank you to God. Can we give a round of applause to God for what he has done for us? I will not stop without going spiritual also. Among us, we have a lot of pastors. Some of them are sitting here on the high table. I will not point at them. so that you won't come to them for deliverance after service. We have imams also that are doing very well. And we are very proud of all these people. And also we have a lot of young people that just finished from this college that are also doing well. All over the world doing exploit. I spoke with one few weeks ago that is into tech, maritime tech. He's in UK, he has designed systems, he has modeled a lot of that, he has pushed out, has been passed by the American, computing system, programming system and all that. So, our best is yet to come. We are still evolving, but we thank God for where we are today. We thank God for where God is taking us to. I want to implore us, an appeal that I will give to all of us is that in our journey of life, I know we have gone through a primary school, we have gone through secondary school or schools, and then some of us came directly to this college or from another school to this college. But one thing that is certain is that in our journey of life, the story cannot be complete without mentioning this college. Either kickstarting your career here, or you stray somewhere and you found your way here before you become a mariner. So, what are we supposed to do? What is expected of us is to give back to the college in whichever way we can. When we were about to start this alumni association, it wasn't funny. Many of us were still struggling. Many of us did not have car that time, but we managed. What can we do to give back to our college? And that was where the history of this college started. We started in this cafeteria here. Some people that were around that time, we still have the picture. But then, the story didn't stop there. About 4 or 5 years later, we learned that some group of people also tried to start. No, they didn't know that this one was existing. And, I gave kudos to them also. Because at least they made an attempt to start. And when they got to know that, okay, another one was existing, all of us, we came together and we formed the unified association that we are having today. So everybody seated here one way or the other, including many that are not here, some are unavoidably here, you have all contributed to the sustenance and the survival of this association. And you give yourself a round of applause. Thank you very much. So, my final appeal to us, please, we need you. Your college needs you. In whatever way. around 2008, one of our senior, who happened to be a ship owner, I just, by virtue of privilege, I got to know that he was overhauling 2 of his generators on his vessel. And I contacted him. I said, Egbon, I learned that you are doing this. He said, yes. What are you changing on those vessels? And he told me, some heavy parts of the vessel, of the machinery that he was changing. I said, can we please have these parts? The one you are changing, can we have them in the college? He said, I don't mind, but how are you going to arrange to pick them up? I said, no problem, we arrange. And the amount we used to carry it to school that time was 25,000. It was a lot of money that time, but we were able to do it. I'm sure those parts are still there in the workshop now. So, for us, I'm saying this to encourage us that are here, and for those of you hearing us from online, we still need more of this kind of gesture. Whatever we have, whatever vessel that I go to, the college, they know. Any book, all the books that we are changing, you know, all the nautical books on the bridge, immediately the year is coming and we are changing everything. What do we do to the old one? They say discard them or send them to the office for trashing. I won't send them to the office for trashing nor discard them. I will send them to the college in cartons. Cartons. So please, whatever, some of those books, in fact, many of them are still there. I still see them there till now. Even though they may be old, they can still be referred to. This is the way this kind of book looks like. The student can learn from it. So wherever you are in Europe, you are in the US, updated books, please. We need them. Equipment, facilities, we need them. That is what the alumni can do for the college. About 2 years ago, one of his classmates facilitated the donation of books, a lot of books from Europe and the US. They are there. They are beneficial to the school today. Those are individuals that are making this contribution and having this impact on behalf of all of us. So wherever you find yourself, wherever you are, please, we need you. Your college needs you. Your alma mater needs you. And I pray that God will bless you. God will bless your work, your businesses, your position wherever you are on the surface of the globe. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, our BOT chairman. Please, let's give him some other round of applause. That was an expose. Whilst he was talking, you know, he actually touched some succulent part of my reasoning, and I was looking at some of our products that have made names globally. And does anybody know right here on this meeting that the biggest neuroscientist in the world, right, the owner of Conico Incorporated in Silicon Valley, a double PhD holder, actually started his learning from this school, marine engineering in 1997. Yemi Agabi, he is the one who developed robots that can smell cancer, can smell COVID, can even smell cocaine drugs on people. And those are the qualities that we have come up with. There are several ones, even doing well in maritime and the other endeavors. And like the BOT chairman has said, giving back to the school is our primary responsibility. Individually, it's our collective and individual responsibilities to come back and give back to the school, and that is why we're all here. Then there's another part that is sweet for me. All of the time I think about this alumni. I've been part of it for about 5 years now, and I think it's one of my most interesting things that I look up to every year. Is the fact that we look out for ourselves. And in looking out for ourselves, I still recognize very few people across sets, and I believe that if fully we all get on board, just like the president has said, creating that database and improving our numbers, probably will run out of identifying people, and then we'll probably have to have a catalog that everybody will look up to. Please, let's clap for ourselves. You've made it up to this meeting. And for those who are online, we appreciate you. On our agenda, we have minutes of the last AGM. Unfortunately, the secretary is having a professional interview as we speak, and is not able to present that right now. I would like to move that we raise a waiver for that at this moment, and then we can proceed into other matters on the agenda. So if somebody that was at the last meeting, the last AGM, if you were at the last AGM, you can move that we waive that agenda so that we can move into other agenda items. We need that to be sorted. Princess, you can move it. You were at the FGM. Sir? You can move it. It doesn't matter. You are a member before you are an ESCO. I hope somebody is taking the minute on the secretary's behalf. Yeah, who will second it? Anyone who was at the last AGM can do that. Captain Bembekes. Good. Well seconded. So, by that we'll move to, subsequently what we will do is that the secretary will post the AGM, that minute on our group for all of us to read, and we can at that point react to it and adopt it. But as at this meeting, it has been suspended. So we are moving into the next item, which is also the secretary's report. He has written it. It's inside the program of events. You can see it on page, it's just right after the president's speech, which is page 13. We will not bore you with that because he's not here to deliver his report. So it's time for reporting. We'll call on the financial secretary to give his report. Please help us with a round of applause as the mic moves to him. Microphone, please. Okay, bring the microphone. Just before the financial secretary gives his report, the BOT has a comment to make.
Sorry, thank you very much once again. I just want to speak on behalf of the immediate past president. You know, he sent a message to me that he will not be available, that he will not be present at this meeting. He has planned to be here, but one of his nephews is getting married. And the father of the young man just passed, like 2 weeks before the wedding. So he said the mantle automatically fell on him to stand in as the father. And the wedding is today. So he has sent a message to me twice that I should please help him to present his apology to the house, that is the reason why he's unavoidably absent. So I present his apology on his behalf, and I beseech you to kindly accept it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, BOT Chairman, sir. The Financial Secretary, your report, sir.
Good afternoon, BOT Chairman, members of board, ESCOs, members are present, and every member present. I'm pleased to be here again this year to present our financial report for the year 2025-2026. I want to take the permission of the chairman to upload the present report on the platform. Chairman, I want to take your permission to upload the present report on the platform. Okay. I've just sent it to the platform. All of us can please follow on the platform. The reason why the report is not on this brochure is because the accounting year we are running hence as at yesterday. So it's not possible for us to meet the printing requirement. So that's why we decided not to include it in the report here. But if you look at the pages 14 and 15, we have that of 2024 and that of 2025. So on our platform, on our WhatsApp platform, I've just posted that of this year. We initially closed that report on 30th of April, but we decided to move it to yesterday because there were still some inputs as at yesterday. So we closed that report. So the report I'm reading is from last year AGM. That's May 2025 to 2nd of May 2026. I refer us to last year's statement, and you will see that the closing balance for last year, page 15, the closing balance for last year was 407,906.20 kobo. 407,906 naira 20 kobo. So we brought that forward. The first statement in this year's report is the opening balance from 2025 year end. So we brought that forward. That's the first figure you will see there. And then for this year, our annual dues, when we sum it up, it comes to 1,036,000. The donations comes to 2,460,000. We have not reported sales. After this AGM, we'll be reporting the sales for this year's AGM. And then this year, we're able to get people to advertise, and the sum of the payments for advertisement comes to 600,000. Those are the advertisements you see in the brochure all around. So it sums up to 600,000. Then there are usually, if you look at last year's report, we have this item, unspecified payments, dues and sales of cabs and shirts, and then credit interest. The reason why there's no figure there yet is because we need to have a printout of the bank statement. Because some people make payments where we didn't receive a lot. So we need to refer back to the bank and get the statement to be able to extract that from the bank statement. So when we audit this account, we'll be able to add that back to the statement. The total income for this accounting year comes to 4,503,906 naira 20 kobo. And then I go to the expenditures, the money spent. For the ESCO meetings, we didn't incur any spendings here because many of the meetings were borne by the ESCO by themselves. So the money did not go into our account. So we bore the financial requirement for those meetings. That's why it's not included here, because it's our own personal spendings that we use for those meetings. And then other expenses, office expenses, and maybe some of the things we bought for the office of the secretary. Also, we didn't include there because some of those money come directly from the ESCOs. Then we go to the AGM expenses, which is our major expenses for this year again. Also, I think in the minds of some people, will be asking, how about other things that we did? Where did you get the expenses? I think the president will cover for that. But let me go to the AGM expenses, which is our major expenses incurred this year again. The items are listed there so that we can have a detail. We could have sum it up, but it is required for us to have details so that each member can be very clear as to what we spend the money on. And so that if we have any questions also, we can ask. For I don't think I need to go through each item by item. The items are there for us to see. Then the sum of the total spendings. The total spendings comes to 2,550,000. Also, the bank charges is not available because we need to have a printout of the. So we repeated the total spending. If you look at the grand total there, we repeated it, the total spending, because there's no other spending or other spending, money spending on any other thing. So the grand total still comes to that 2,550,000. And then the balance in our account as of today, apart from the interest, maybe the bank interest added to it, like I said, I don't have those data for now. The balance in the account for today is 1,953,906 naira and 20 kobo. I put a note on that just as I explained before I started, that the report could not be ready for printing because of the time factor, that we have to close the account. The account is still running while we're preparing it. So many times we have to adjust again until even till this morning before I close this account. And you can agree with me that if we even send it to print yesterday when money was still coming in, it will not be correct by the time we are reading it. And so that's the financial report for this year. If we have any questions, I'll be standing by to answer our questions. Chairman, sir.
Questions, please.
Questions, comments.
Okay, Captain Ben has a question.
Microphones.
Microphone. But I quickly want to clarify. I could see statement of income and expenditure as at 1st July. Okay. As 31st July 2024. Because I can't see.
What we did was to include the last 2 years' statements. For this, the first one you're seeing, sir, is for 2024. Then the next one is for 2025, which was the last year. So, but for this year, we could not include it in the print because of the time factor, the time for us to sign, because the account was still running as at yesterday. So it's a running account that we cannot close until yesterday night. In fact, until this morning before I did the final close. So that's why we could not send it to print. So that's the one we send it to the platform. But we want people to have an history of what we have been doing. That's why we included it. So for the next coming AGM again, we'll be able to summarize the whole thing and put it together, the 3 years together, in one plain unit, as one unit, so that they can compare the finances for each of the years. But we could not send this to print because of the time factor.
Thank you. Hello?
Captain Ben.
All right. Thank you so much, Financial Secretary, for the breakdown you just given to us about the financial statements and financial records. I have an observation here, and the observation is such that you've had some ESCO meetings, and on that ESCO meetings, you didn't include your expenses here. And we know that it's not cheap, it's not easy to hold any meetings in the present Nigeria we are in. Are we to take it that still going forward, you will still be holding your meeting without recurring to the house or recurring to expenses, because you are supposed to hold meetings officially, and your expenses should reflect here. Are you going to be holding meetings going forward, spending your money and just doing it for us, from your own pocket, or we should expect receipts coming forward? Thank you.
Thank you. The reason why most of this, the issue is like I stated, was that because I think when we came on board, the president was magnanimous enough to say, okay, he will sponsor the first meeting. And looking at the way our accounting system is structured, the process of going through to ask for money and this and that, it's easier for us to just contribute among ourselves than to go through that route, because to draw money from the account of this association, the BOT people, they know what we go through. It's difficult for them to release money to us. You have to, in fact, they are like civil servants that you have to go through so many processes. So we decided to boycott. We decided to boycott them because it's so tedious for us to go through those processes to get to them. So that's just on the side. But the president has been magnanimous to many times to use his own money to host us. That was why we didn't bother to ask for fund from the BOT. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Financial Secretary, sir. And thank you for blackmailing our BOT. Why? Ideally, I would recommend that since you have that item captured, instead of you blackmailing our BOT, you should rather time that money as donation and then nil it out as an expense. So if it's a voluntary donation, please capture it.
Okay,
and then also capture it that it has been spent.
Okay,
however, I want to add a couple of things. This is supposed to be a statement of account. There is nothing called miscellaneous on a statement of account. And we've been carrying that item from year to year. It's very wrong. This is supposed to be monies already spent. Miscellaneous means provision for what you have not spent money on, but you are keeping provision to spend. More like this AGM now. It can be a budget, it's a provision. That's a miscellaneous. But for previous accounts, we see miscellaneous, and it's reported. For sanity of accounting, it's best that we capture all items that have been done, whether it was used for PR, whether it was used for, it must be used for a particular item and not miscellaneous. There's no item that is bought in the market that is called miscellaneous. That's my advice, basically. And then I also have another advice. In the report, you put uncaptured donations and all of that. And then you said that you needed to go into the statement of account to pull this out. Ideally, you should have asked the bank to give you a statement of account. I remember vividly in our interim year, Engineer Cordelia is not here. We had to take the bank account, the statement of account, and run it through all of our expenses to give our financial report during that year, so that every item is well captured. So those items that you haven't captured have then nullified the balance that you are putting for us. Because by your statement, sir, our balance is not this balance on this statement that you have shared with us. Our balance will definitely be more than this. So in that respect, even if we will adopt this particular statement, it will be a temporary adoption until you update it and we know what is our real balance. That's my observation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me try to clarify the two issues raised. You know, if you look at the last year statement, we put unaudited. Unaudited. Ideally, when we finish AGM like this, we're supposed to have an audit committee that will look at the finances, and then we report to them, and then they sit down together, and then some of those items that we, just like he said, miscellaneous, we have to itemize it and then put it there properly. But because we're still growing, so we do our own audit ourselves, and because it has been reported as miscellaneous last year, if we now put it an item and this and that, so it will be different from what we reported. So that was why we just maintained like that. But for the statement of account that he was talking about, like I said, this account was still running till yesterday. If you look at this daily Excel sheet that we used to post, as at yesterday night, I think even maybe in the midnight, you see that I posted the last one. So it's not possible for us to get that statement as at yesterday or today. So even if I'm getting one on Thursday, because Friday was an holiday, if I'm getting one as of Thursday, it will still not be correct. So because there are some payments that are still coming in, and we're still running that account. And so what I think going forward, what we can do is that after the AGM, we have to audit it. Maybe the House will mandate us to make sure that we audit it within a particular period, maybe within 2 months, 3 months, and then present it to the platform for everybody to see, okay, this is exactly what we have. So, but for last year, we were able to get a statement. Dr. Olorunjoba Oluwajoba was magnanimous enough to help us get the statement. So we have it. We collected that previous year and the last year on. But like I said, for this year, we'll make a request for that statement from the bank, and then from when we had the last AGM to today, so we'll collect it and then collate all those things and audit it properly so that we can present it again to the House. But this is a representative picture of what we have as of today. The only difference is maybe extra bank interest paid on the account, and then maybe charges, maybe bank charges, which materially it will not be too different from this. So Chief Larry is still not agreeing.
Sorry, sir, you did not get my point, right? These two previous statements are still provisions but they have been presented to us as the statement of account. Because for them bearing miscellaneous, it means that you are still projecting that you will spend them. How they were spent in 2024 was not reflected, but then it has been captured. How the miscellaneous in 2025 was spent has not been expanded. It has still been captured. Because when it is miscellaneous, it could mean that you did not spend that entire amount. It could also mean that you have spent more than that. Right? So your statement of account to capture on a program like this that can travel far must be able to show those details. Right? I'm in this ship with you. At least in 2024, I was in the ship with you. Sorry, sir. Okay. And then my statement on this year's own is that what you reported as the AGM expenditure ought to be reported as AGM provision. Right? Because the AGM is still in process. Right? You just said that there's also a miscellaneous for that. Let's say, for example, something collapses and we need to spend some more money. Right? That has to be captured. So it's a provision. It's not a total expenditure yet. So that it's a bit clearer for some of us who understand these things differently. And then when I said uncaptured, you actually mentioned it. This thing keep repeating itself. It's looking like a Nigerian budget office template. Unspecified payments, due sales, and all of this. And it continues to be at 000 every year. It was like that in 2025. It's still like that in 2026. There's no way we can say that we have not captured the number of shares that were sold last year, even if we have not captured the ones that are sold now. So if we say something is unspecified last year, at least in the 12 months, we should have been able to specify it and capture it appropriately, so that indeed our figures will be accurate. If we are not capturing it, please let us leave it and say that they are yet to be captured and put it as a footnote and not as 000. That's just my statement.
Okay, thank you. We take note of all of these notes. Thank you.
So, my BOT chair, sir, Mr. President, sir, we have seen the financial report. We have seen the discussions after it. Next is for us to adopt it, maybe provincially, right, or as representative of the financial report indeed, depending the time that the extra details will be shared, as I discussed. And so we will need members to move for that, sirs. Thank you, sirs.
Okay, thank you very much, the moderator. Before we adopt the statement fully, I want to speak to the financial secretary whether, just to confirm, if all the points raised have been noted by you. The one raised by Captain Ben, the one that I raised, because all these points, next year, when you are making this presentation, okay, you noted them. All right, very good. So that all this can be, captured and clarified. Go ahead for, okay, the floor.
Yeah.
You have it now.
Adoption, motion to adopt. We have all seen it. We have all read it. We've reacted to it. We've seen the responses. The floor is open for members to move motion to adopt. Microphone, please. Chief.
I move motion to adopt this report.
Thank you. A seconder, please.
I second the adoption of the...
Please, can you give us your name, sirs?
Adisa Adam, Marine Engineer, 1993, please.
Okay, sir. Secretary, I hope that is captured.
Babafemi Olubumi Emmanuel, 2000, Fisheries.
Thank you very much. I think we have an objection or an observation or a point of order.
Before this can be passed, what is the clause behind it? Is there no clause? You don't have clause. You just move and you just seconded. On what ground did you move? And on what ground did you support?
Okay.
We should know.
I think the moderator has established the ground.
Yes, it has established its ground. But now, the account now is not stable yet.
Yeah.
Are you moving now on the unstable account?
No, what I said, that was why I quickly did that clarification before moving on. Moving and seconding will be based on the fact or on the premise that all the points that are being raised will be captured and corrected when they are presenting to us in the next
It should be noted also.
Yes. It has been noted.
It should be noted by them.
Okay. So maybe
so exactly what he's saying is that those who are adopting should
also
state that
to state it
these discussions, comments will be captured, addressed in the full report that we'll see next year. So then they can then move to adopt as it is now.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
So
Chief, the floor has asked you to remove, to readopt the report provincially as
help them to phrase it.
Okay.
So that
okay, the phrasing is that the financial report, right, with the comments and discussions herein espoused, captured next year for presentation. That is what you are moving to adopt. So you can then move at this point. Just adopt at this point. That's the motion on the ground.
Just repeat, just say that what he has said has been adopted. He has helped you to say it.
All right.
So according to what the moderator has said. So that
not only that, according to what he has said, I'm supporting the adoption I made earlier on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the seconder can then second again appropriately.
So I second the amendment as stated. Adisa Adam, Olani.
Thank you very much, sir. So the next item on our agenda is membership due review, full implementation announcement, and this microphone is afraid of enforcement. I will state it again. The next item on the agenda is membership due review, full implementation, full implementation announcement, and enforcement. Thank you very much. Who will be taking that, Mr. President, sir?
Thank you. Good day. Sorry, just a little bit dragged back. On the accounting sector, I would like to know, do you want us to have a full review or just to have the same amount getting to for audit or auditing? Thank you. Yeah, I'm asking the view. On our accounting view, are we reviewing the same amount? You understand? Or we are having an audited amount right from 2024?
We're just capturing the elements that are missing,
elements,
right? Particularly the miscellaneous, where it's past what it has been captured, what it has been spent for, because that becomes a report at that time. And then for areas of donations, no, that's for this item.
Yeah.
Okay.
The same amount, or
it's for the item.
Is this too small?
Okay. So I've been asked to actually give a broader view of the item that we're discussing now. Right now, our annual due is 12,000 per member, and I believe that everybody here have paid. Please, if you have not paid the 12,000, you will do well to assist the association to please pay. The account details is on the group. It's 12,000 naira per member as at this minute. But the agenda is asking us first to say that because of the economic situation of this country, we all know the value of money. This 12,000 was fixed some 5 years ago. Is this 12,000 still okay for us to continue to collect, knowing that just a percentage of knowing that not everybody pays, right? Even the 12,000, and the fact that for ESCOs to function, we have just had the financial secretary's report that even ESCO meeting is financed by the president from his pocket. What if we have a president that does not want to finance from his own pocket? Would they be taking from the money that they are using to do the little things that we're doing now? So we're saying that the ESCOs are asking the House, will it be fair for us to keep the dues at 12,000 naira, as it were, or to move it up a bit, even if it means doubling to 24,000 naira per member per annum? So that is the discussion on the floor right now. We'll require for members to partake in it. Thank you.
All right. In addition to what the moderator has said, please, the microphone should be in the audience now, going around. Now, in addition to what he has said, at least, now, somebody is raising hand there, so microphone should go there. At least now, with what you have heard from the financial secretary, you should know that the BOT is protecting your funds well. Abi, you did not get that one. Me, I had it too. So you should be confident that the money is not being wasted. The executive, they are making a lot of sacrifice among themselves. The BOT is also ensuring that the money is not being lavished. Everybody is making sacrifice to ensure that at least enough money goes into that account so that we can do whatever we want to do collectively for the college. That is the purpose. Captain Ayeni, go on, please.
Good afternoon once again. On the annual dues, I believe we all understand the situation of the country. So I Ayeni Oludare, we suggest we round it up to 20,000. Let's just add that round figure. 20,000 will be better. Thank you. Per annum.
Somebody up there.
Great Oceanite. Thank you very much. One thing I want to thank the EXCO for their commitment and their passion to make it stand up to today. If not for them, we will not have make it end now. But our prayer is that God will continue to water the source of your supplement in Jesus' name. I thank God. The last AGM, Captain Ayolara suggested that last year AGM, when we had there, he suggested that 24,000 per annum. But we come together to put it as as the economy is, that was our report by then. We say, let's retain it to 12,000. Obviously, we retain it to 12,000 now. But let us take it also on ourselves, truly, that we cannot retain, we cannot retain on that 12,000. Let's try and make it forward. At least I suggested that 20,000 is not too much. Like 6 months, we can try to forward 10,000. Then the other 6 months also, we can try again to put 10,000. So 20,000 can help us before we can increase it again. I appreciate that. That 20,000 I supported. And God will empower us in Jesus' name.
Yes. I think I want to go on the same line of thoughts with my other colleagues here. I'm in support of that 20,000 naira, please. And I solicit the cooperation of everybody. Thank you.
Please, let's always mention our names so that the secretary can capture the identity of individuals well, please. The person that just finished speaking is Captain Ben Biggs.
Princess, can you even move? You are an ESCO now. You are the Assistant Financial Secretary. Why do you want to move for the money you want to collect from us? Well, I think that we have a straightforward decision, right? We've had just one amount. I don't know if the BOT chairman wants to put it to voice vote, because it seems we just have one. Everybody that have talked have said that we should move it from 12,000 to 20,000.
I think we should just open the floor and ask if there's anybody against.
Yeah. Please, do we have anyone who has a counter offer?
From 20,000.
Apart from the 20,000, what we have on ground is 20,000. You know where the shoe pinches. You should not talk.
Maybe you want to increase it.
So do we have any other person that we have just 20,000, an improvement of our dues from 12,000 to 20,000. That is what the three speakers have said.
Moderator, sir.
Okay, Financial Secretary, sir.
I think the reason why we placed it at 12,000 before was that we were thinking of monthly dues. We're thinking that if somebody cannot pay everything at once, they can pay some amount every month. So I'm looking at the 20,000 figure. How are we going to prorate it into monthly dues? But since it's an annual due, we can leave it at 20. But if we want to look at, okay, maybe monthly, we can fix an amount for monthly. But since we are calling it annual due, maybe we can still leave it at 20. I'm just trying to bring that, the reason why we left it at 12.
My Financial Secretary, sir, I think our mommy moved an express motion which was very clear. It was very distinct. Let's keep it at 20. It is an annual due. And she also enjoined people to at least make sure that if you cannot do the 20 at once, do 10,000 in the first 6 months and do the 10,000 in the next 6 months, which I think is a very, very clear and unambiguous comment. Yes.
I think it's fine. Majority are talking about 20,000. His concern also, I think, has been resolved by the fact that I don't think I've ever seen anybody paying 3,000 first or 6,000 first. People usually pay this 12,000 straight away. So more or less it's annual for majority of our guys. So I understand that concern. I share the concern too. But after looking at, our platform and the analysis, I think the 20,000 should go. So, moderator, if there's nobody that is against it, the floor is still open for the next 20 seconds. If anybody is against. Okay, Captain Ayilara, I have something to say.
Good afternoon, sirs. See, whatever that is worth doing is worth doing well. God will keep providing for all of us. I can suggest 25,000 naira. 5,000 naira plus or minus, it will be a long way for the association. The people working in the office, the offshore workers, God will provide for everybody. Let's increase it a little bit to 25 because we know the economy situation. By next year, the so-called 25,000 might worth nothing. So maybe for another 3 years, 25,000. Thank you.
Do we have another person? Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dele Avi. So I want to go in line with my Oga Wakwata here, Captain Tony Ayilara. I think 25,000 is not a bad one. Because if you look at the rate at which things are going up in this country now, even the 25,000 by next year or in the next 1 month may not be able to meet up with whatever expenses we need. The alumni need an office. The alumni need to carry out many projects, need to support students. So you can really not run this alumni without substantial money. Let's just face that reality. And we also need to get more people involved, more people to key in so that they can comply with the annual dues. So I'm in support of that 25,000. It's not too much. God will keep providing for each and every one of us and elevate us. In Jesus' name.
Amen. That's one of the pastors in the house. He exposed himself.
So we have two separate offers, 20,000 and 25,000. And by BOT chair, sir, it seems we would have to do a vote. Oh, the president wants to talk, sir.
Great Oceanite.
Great.
In fact, I don't know what to say again, but I know we are all great people. You see, by all the end of the talk, we keep on saying, oh, my captain wants to say something. I will pause. Captain, yeah, well, please, the speaker there.
Good morning once again. With my Oga and my senior, I think I will have to follow him to join that 25. So doing the putting it on vote may not be necessary because we are carrying the vote. Thank you, sir.
I like this House of Assembly. Oh. If Nigeria was like this, Nigeria would have gone better. This political decamping, you decamp now for the boss. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, Captain.
All right, Captain Benjamin Beckis. I think I will have initial opinion, and I want to go with Captain Tony Ayilara, 25,000. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain. Great Oceanite. Your hands up. Oh, I saw you going up. Okay. What I want to say, they say when the eagle land, you will know. Sometimes, let me just ask a question. Have you seen an eagle before? An eagle is bigger than me sometimes. And that's the eye we are looking at this alumni. We might have been crawling now. But I'm telling you, where we are going is to that height. Thank you, Captain Ayala. You just change the medium, you change the drum. And I see people, me too, I decamp. Even the president have decamped to your camp. Let me not shake everybody much. We have the minimum. Even as at the 12,000, people were giving us more than that. We need money. We need money. The alumni needs money. I want to say thank you to most of the great Oceanites. People gave us money beyond reasonable doubt. The BOT, they gave us money. I won't want to mention names. Hundreds, millions were flying in. And I want to use this media to say thank you. And for most of us that didn't say anything, we have minimum, we have maximum. We know we have people in this. My BOT said no maximum. You can even donate a sheep for us. We will take it. It's part of it. No maximum. Please, the minimum you have, are we agreeing on 25? Let me ask again. No election on this. It's an enforcement.
If you agree on 25, say hey. If you don't agree, say nay. The ayes have it.
The ayes have it. Thank you, my moderator. That's why I like. The ayes have it. 25. Thank you very much. And I want to say thank you much again. I want to recap this. For those that actually supported us, I won't want to mention names. It makes us feel proud. It makes us feel as if we are working well, and we are going to tell you that we are going to work more on these coming few years. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my president. Thank you very much, my BOT chairman. I heard that millions were flying in. Hello. President said millions were flying in. Millions were flying in. But financial secretary did not show millions. Not too many millions flew into his account. Is there another account? Because president may have another account and financial secretary has his own account. Sir? Hope.
In the view is coming.
You need hope.
Yes. We believe that.
Okay. Thank you very much. That was on the lighter note. We have some books donated by Captain Ailara for the use. You can see the BOT chairman mentioned it. These are learning materials that are useful for our students. so that they would always see it there in the library. We may think that there are just very few books, but in a library, I can tell you that several number of students will read through this book. Just one book to many students. Thank you very much, sir. Your impact in the lives of our students is well noted. So moving quickly to the next item on the agenda, we have the inauguration of our electoral committee. Our mandatory election year is next year, and then the ESCOs have deemed it fit to work constitutionally to inaugurate an electoral committee, which will be done by the BOT chair. I would like to call out names of these persons who have been nominated into that electoral committee to handle the next election. I will call on Engineer Olapade Oluyemi. He's of the 1998 set. Oladimeji Abiodun of the 1990 set. Adisa Adam of the 1993 set. Babafemi Olubunmi Emmanuel, Chief the Navigator of 2000 set. 97-2000 set. And then Ayeni Olubukola of 2008 set. Yes, these 5 persons would run the next election. Their charge will be to give us, the BOT chairman will espouse their duties. Please, if you don't mind, you can be upstanding for your inauguration. Thank you.
Please, can you step forward if you don't mind? Thank you very much for offering to serve your alma mater. And I must say that on behalf of the Alumni Association, we are very proud of you. Some other people have sacrificed to also play this role before. That is part of the reason why we have the stability that we are seeing. Our elections have been seamless, smooth, no problems, no area boys, no rigging of elections, no protocol, smooth and sweet. I think Nigeria should come and copy our model. But by the way you handle the next one, you will make us bolder to be able to present ourselves to Nigeria as a nation. So you are welcome. Thank you very much for the acceptance. By the power conferred on me as the BOT chairman of this great alumni association, I hereby declare the electoral committee for the election coming in the year 2027 inaugurated. Can we give them a round of applause? Before you go, one key point that I would like to give to you is that, please, I know that all of you may not know yourself before now. So straight away, as you are filing now, try and get your contact, get your list, and among yourself, talk to yourself. You can do a short inaugural meeting before you go today. Have your secretary and then your chairman form a WhatsApp group. Then the work starts from there. For the electoral committee, our practice and what is constitutional here is that the electoral committee reports to the BOT through the BOT chairman. There's nothing interested. All of you are men of integrity, so there's nothing to fear. Just for the sake of transparency and, not having any kind of prejudice from any quarters, because the president may want to contest the next election. If you report to him, he will rig it. So another person too may want to contest. But the BOT, we don't contest at all. So we are the only neutral body. That is why we shape it that way. So from time to time, you will be contacting us at the BOT, and then we will be working together. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you very much, my BOT chairman. You can clap for my BOT chairman again. You can see that in our own organization, in our own association, we are teaching Nigeria what Nigeria should be doing. So that we will not have Amukpito must go. There's nothing like INEC is unfair here. Because INEC deals directly with the BOT here, and the BOT does not contest. So fairness is guaranteed. Oh, very well. Please, as we're inaugurating our electoral committee, somebody very dear to me walked in. Dear to me, dear to this association, and is also representing somebody who is dear to us. The provost has sent somebody who taught me to be confident, who taught me to believe in myself from my first day of entering this school. I would appeal to all of us to, with our minds happy that the provost has sent a representative, join me in welcoming to the high table on the low side in this place, Dr. Olubi is my lecturer, one of my mentors, you know, part of the people who taught me that little is not enough, and a proud alumnus. Please continue to clap for him. You're very welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. So that it doesn't look like I did not allow you to sit, sir, before we get the message from the provost. I'll just allow you to relax a bit, and then we would, in that meantime, invite one of our friends who have come to support our AGM. In about 2 years, we made a decision that we will not take money from the AGM post, the association post, to print the magazine for the AGM. And I think we have done that consistently. So we always look for well-meaning members, you know, who have their businesses to support the AGM program in printing. So you can place your adverts on it. And in the course of doing this for this year, one of our alumnus, you know, who has also taken up a responsibility to be in the electoral committee, approached us that he has a very strong brand that we can align with, and that brand has shown support. They have said they will be with us this time, and I trust that this will not be the end of our relationship. So please join me as I welcome here the people from Hyde Energy Limited. They are proud supporters of this AGM. They want to talk to us about what they do. Please listen to them. Thank you very much. Please keep clapping. Clap, clap, clap. A clap. Oh.
Good afternoon, everyone. The president of the association, members of the ESCOs, members of the association, visitors, friends, and well-wishers. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here. My name is Fortune Chinaka. I work as a sales executive with Hyde Energy Limited. I'll just run down briefly about Hyde Energy. Hyde Energy is an energy integrated company with a downstream network. We have our depot petroleum products tank farm located in Calabar, Cross River State. We have retail stations across the nation. We have our LPG dispensing units across the nation as well. We have LPG trucks that distribute LPG to our locations and to our customers. We also do bulk supply of diesel. We do backloading operations with the IOCs, and we also supply to their offshore platforms. We have our lubricant blending plant in Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State. And we're also present in the gas upstream sector. With the current government initiative on gas, we are also playing in that space. So basically, that's just a summary of Hyde Energy. But for the purpose of today's gathering, we are here to speak about lubricants. So like I said, we have our lubricant blending plant in Ijebu-Ode, where we locally blend our lubricants for easy access and distribution to our customers. We know that in the marine space, there are some challenges that are being faced, and today we are here to identify those challenges and help you proffer solutions. So one of those challenges is combustion problem it can come out from the fuel quality, lubrication problems, using the wrong lubricants, saltwater contamination. Of course, your vessels, your ships, your boats, they are all on water constantly, so there's bound to be saltwater contamination. There's also thermal contamination, overheating and cooling failure of your ships, vessels, boats, tugboats, and the rest of them. There's also poor maintenance. Of course, some of us don't know when to change oil and how long to watch our oil before we do the changes. So some of these things lead to problems of our vessels. There's also high operating costs. Because we're not using the right fuel as against the right lubricants, you tend to spend money on buying fuel constantly, as well as changing lubricants constantly. So if you're able to identify these challenges, you'll be able to solve the problems. Why lubricant is a game changer? Enhanced equipment performance. With the right lubricant, you maximize operational efficiency, extended maintenance intervals. Instead of you to frequently change your oil all the time, you're going to have extended intervals where you have to properly plan based on the right lubricant. You will watch based on oil analysis to know when to change your oil. Not that if you use the wrong lubricant, you see yourself changing oil probably 2 times in a month. But if you use the right lubricant and you do the right oil analysis, you will see that you will have extended drainage time. There's also superior wear protection. This increases equipment longevity. There's environmental compliance, eco-friendly. Our products are eco-friendly. There's also anti-corrosion and rust inhibitors inside our lubricants. You understand? This will help protect your metal surfaces from corroding. Hyde Energy's value proposition. We have cost-effective solutions tailored to your business. So we give you the opportunity to advise you on the right lubricants to use against the right fuel. Reliable technical support. We have engineers, lubricant engineers who can guide you technically on the right lubricant, the right fuel to use, and even check your engine. Oil monitoring support. Like I said earlier, you have to do oil analysis frequently so that you will know if your engine is working well or not. Reliable supply chain. We are reliable in terms of supply. We supply you products when you need it and at the right time. We have our distributor locations in Abuja, Port Harcourt. From Port Harcourt, we service our customers in the South region. From Abuja, we service our customers in the northern region. We also have investment opportunities for you. So it's not just that we're selling lubricants to you. Financial benefits to marine operators. So the major financial benefit for you is cost savings. If you're able to save costs, then just know that your profitability will go up. So using the correct lubricant will help you save costs, reduce downtime and extended drain intervals, lower annual budget maintenance, fewer emergency repairs. Of course, we face this from time to time. You just hear that your people are calling you that, oh, something is wrong with the vessel, something is wrong with your ship. this is wrong with that. But if you use the right lubricant, you will hardly face this kind of challenges. We also have improved fuel efficiency. So the consumption, your fuel consumption will reduce drastically if you use the right lubricant. Predictable maintenance via oil analysis, like I said. So preventive maintenance is cheaper than reactive, because if you carry out preventive maintenance, of course, you will see the problem ahead of time before it even happens, and you'll be able to deal with it. Longer asset life. So your engines, your ships, your boats, they will last long. Why choose Hyde Energy? We have expertise in advanced lubricant solution. We are committed to quality and efficiency. We have industry-specific product offerings. We have reliability of supply, technical expertise, like I've said earlier, commercial flexibility, and supply reliability. Our lubricant range, yes, we're here today for the marine people, but I want to tell you that we also have engine oils in the automotive, heavy-duty section. We also have industrial lubricants like hydraulic, gear, compressor oils. We have lubricants for the marine and power generation sector. We also have specialty grease and fluids. So whichever area you fall in, we are here to help you. Financial opportunities with Hyde Energy. So we have this program called Hyde Marine Performance Program, where we help you optimize consumption and performance. It is a paid service. Now, because it is a paid service, and we are able to help you to do this, you will be able to save a lot of costs from your operations. We also have bulk purchase at discounted price. So, for example, you want to buy 50,000 liters in a month, we're going to sell to you at a discount. This will help you plan very well. We also have revenue generation by becoming a distributor with Hyde Energy. So when you become our distributor, we will assign sales reps to you that will help you push the product to the market. It's not like you're buying the product and it's going to stay in your shop. You're going to have sales agents that will move the product into the market so that you will frequently get returns for your investment. Some of our customer portfolio, some customers in the marine space, we have Bright Waters Energy Limited, we have OES Energy Services Limited, we have the Nigerian Navy, we have Kegos Group, and we have Excel Exploration, just to mention a few. And then in the other sectors like construction, we have Cranebrook Construction, we have High-Tech Construction, we supply them lubricants. In the logistics sector, we have AG Leventis, we have Sunbirth, and we have Sinotruck. In the telecommunications space, we have Upper Crest. Thank you. Questions?
Thank you very, very, very much. Please let's clap for Hyde. Thank you. Thank you. Please, the floor is open. If we have any question to ask Hyde Energy Limited, we can do that. Microphones, please. Right. So if we have questions, my president, sir.
Well, what I just want to... Thank you. Lady, this is a very good presentation. And on the right ground, we have a fleet of captains, engineers, and those that can link you in the business. I think we had a little talk this morning. I hope you stick it to that advice. Yes. Something came to my mind now, which when I was discussing with my chairman. I will also encourage, I want to ask if you are IS compliant.
Yes, we are ISO certified.
Okay, it's better you put it on your...
Sorry, I didn't mention that. We are ISO certified.
Yeah, ISO certified. Okay.
Yes.
It's okay with me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any other?
Further questions, further inquiries? Do we have any? I like that part where she mentioned investment opportunity. And I think that if we don't have questions and comments right now, I believe that you have somebody has the mic.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, High Energy, I'd like to commend you for associating with us at this time.
Thank you, sir.
In one of your presentations, you make mention of oil monitoring support. Let me just use in a layman way. I'm an engineer, and I believe oil, just like blood in human body,
yes,
that is what it is also in the engine. So I want you to expatiate on that. What is the support that you are giving your end user of your product in terms of oil monitoring support that you made mention? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that question, sir. So, oil monitoring support is another language for oil analysis. Now, for you to be able to know how well your lubricant is doing and how well your engine is doing, you need to carry out this oil analysis support. So from time to time, we have periodic schedules with some of our customers. It could be 250 to 500 hours or monthly, whichever one that comes first. We take this oil and we check for the BN depletion, we check for the presence of water, we check for wear, and we check the quality of the oil. So this way, we will know that, okay, it is time to change the oil. We will be able to advise you from time to time. So for example, some lubricants have a TBN of 10.4. Now for you to be able to know that that oil needs to change, the TBN has to go like halfway. When the TBN gets to, you know that you need to change the oil. So as you do the analysis, from 10 it drops to 9, from 9 it drops to 8, from 8 to 7, you know that, okay, you can continue to use the oil. So once it gets to 5, you know that the TBN has depleted. This is just one of the qualities of oil analysis. You also check for the presence of water. So this is how we are able to help our customers to manage their vessels.
Okay, your company takes responsibility for that.
Like I said, it's a paid service.
It's a paid service?
Yes. That way, you are able to save costs and improve on your profitability from your business.
Okay, your company have a certified or a trusted lab that when I use your product,
yes,
and because of the clause of you monitor your product that I'm using,
yes, sir,
I can trust you,
yes, sir, 100%.
that this oil that I'm using from you is actually good for my engine,
yes, sir,
at a particular time of life of the oil.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much for that. I also have a question.
Okay.
He has come from a very technical angle. Mine is commercial. And I want to ask, now I need to commend you and appreciate you for associating with us.
Thank you, sir.
We appreciate you. My question is for members that are here. If we contact you tomorrow and we mention the name of this association,
yes, sir,
do we have any special discount?
Definitely, sir.
Please write it down.
But it's tied to volume. It's tied to volume, sir.
Okay. Just as my BOT chairman has said, follow up to that. Okay. Because of that special discount, you will give me that discount today because I'm going to patronize you.
No problem, sir. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ms. Fortune, for making our time to be here.
Thank you, sir.
And I really want to appreciate and honor you.
Thank you,
and
sir.
I want to promise you that we are going to patronize you. I can give that
Thank
to
you very much, sir.
But then you need to promise me one thing because
yes,
I have a lot of outstanding orders
okay,
on my desk now. What is your response time when we place an order? Can you meet up our timings? Because we operate vessels here and time is of essence to us. Will you promise us that you will meet up timely when we place an order? Thank you.
Absolutely, sir. Because we understand how your operations work, we know that time is of the essence. So it's important for us to meet up with your timeline. So I promise you, sir, if you place the order today, within 24 hours to 48 hours, we will deliver to you. Like I said, if your vessels are here in Lagos, our plant is in Ijebode. Ijebode to Lagos is not far. So it won't take us time to bring the product to you. For those who are in the south, southeast, we have a warehouse in Port Harcourt where we can distribute to the south regions. So meeting your deadline is not an issue with us. Thank you.
My name is Bumi Babafemi. My question is this. My question has to do with commercial. If I want to be a seller or a distributor of your products, how do I come in?
We have a procedure around that, sir.
All right.
To become our distributor. We will have to do a KYC with you and admit you as our distributor. So after this meeting, I'll meet you to have further discussion on that.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm Aurea Collins. I'm asking if there's any job or opportunity for the undergraduates.
From time to time, we have openings for interns. What's your area of specialization?
Marine engineering.
Marine engineering. Okay. I'll meet you after this session and I'll check for an opening and I'll let you know. Yeah. Any other question?
Thank you very much. Sister, please,
Thank you,
as you know, we are all professionals here, and please, I would love to also have your contacts and your closer address to the company very much.
Okay, ma. We actually need to take people's contact and email addresses if you would kindly oblige us. So, ma, I'll come to you and share that with you. Thank you. Any other question? No. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Please, let's clap for her. Thank you very much, Fortune. I really appreciate this, and I trust that handshake will be a very firm handshake that would last for a very long time, and then it will be mutually beneficial to both parties. Right now, we would like to take the message from our host, the Provost of the Federal College of Fisheries and Marine Technology. Please, if your hands are not too busy, you can clap for his representative as I hand over the mic. Thank you very much.
Can I say your good day? All right, I welcome everyone into this AGM program today. I will be speaking on behalf of my provost, but somewhere along the line, I'll be interjecting with some things because I also belong to the house. So I'm wearing both the cap of as a representative and also as a member of the alumni. My BOT chairman, my president, and all the executive members and the entire house, I welcome everyone to this special program. On behalf of my provost, I want to welcome us specially back to the system where we all grew up from and we all learn a lot of things in the course of our stay here. I want to appreciate what God has done in the last couple of years for this institution. I'm not too sure all of us were around here during the last AGM. But those of us who are not here, you probably will notice that there's a new building where this program is being held, which was not there years past. All right? So you notice that a little development here and there springing up in the college. First of all, I want to appreciate our president, His Excellency Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who in his magnanimity thought it wise to establish a ministry where we now belong, Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy. Why some of us were here years past, we knew that we belonged to the Ministry of Agric. And because of that ministry, many of us were limited. There are a lot of challenges that we face. I'm a living example of that. Because of the ministry that we belong, you are denied of several things when you needed to move forward. But thank God Dan, that you have been lifted away from there. I will now move to the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy. As a result of that, the college is now getting what we can call a desired attention from relevant national and global maritime organizations, especially NIMASA and IMO, International Maritime Organization. So we want to appreciate all the people that God has used to move us this far. I must also mention that some of us who were product of this college, who God has helped or lifted up, and we are occupying very important position now. Let it be known that your assistance is highly desired to ensure that your alumni move from the current level where it is. As civil servants, we are limited by what we can do. But sometimes because we belong to organizations that have voice, all right, or that could have the ears of people in power, there are some things you can say that can carry weight better than what a civil servant will present or say. All right, so I want to crave your indulgence to get that done in some of this area. I also want to list here some of the things that in the last couple of years God has helped us to achieve as a college. Why some of us were here years past, particularly those of us who left the system in the 80s and in the 90s. All you are familiar with were just about 6 or 7 programs that the college runs. But to the glory of God, now we have upgraded that to about 12 different courses. So why we used to belong to the monotechnics of old, now you can confidently say that your former institution has now become a polytechnics sort of. Some of the programs that have been added are ND Mechanical Engineering, HND Marine Engineering, HND Nautical Science, ND Computer Science, ND Hydrology and Water Resources Management, ND Science Laboratory Technology, ND Oceanography and Fishery Science, ND Public Admin. All right. We've also added 2 departments, Research, Innovation and Technology Development Center, where we put staff together to, as a think tank, reason and think of what can be done to move the system forward. Not just only about building, but about things that can be done, that can distinguish us as an institution, as a research center. We also now have what we call the Quality Assurance Directorate. We know that things are changing, things are moving forward, and we know that things can get better. But this far, the Lord has helped us. We have also tried to increase the number of the student intake. In the last 48 matriculation that we had about 1,200 matriculants, new students that are coming in, as opposed to just less than 300 that we used to have before. Why some of us were here, maybe the number was just about 200 people that come. You have maybe a few people in fisheries, few in marine, few in nautical. But now, by the reason of the expansion of some of these programs, we now have about 1,200 students that are just new in the college. We have a lot of facilities that are also being added, some of which are very, very important for the success of some of the new programs and old programs that we are running. Now we can confidently and boastfully say that as a college, we now have what we can call Marine Electronics and Electro-Technology Laboratory. We now have Mechanical Engineering Workshop. We have Automotive Laboratory. We have the Power Plant Laboratory. We have the Fluid Mechanic Laboratory. We have Strength of Material Laboratory. We have Navigational Aid Laboratory. We have Seamanship Workshop. We have Marine Stimulation Studio. We have Metrology Laboratory. We have Thermodynamic Laboratory. We have Mechanics and Machine Laboratory. There are several of them that we have here, which time may not permit me to list. But I want to encourage every one of us as we gather today, coming back to see the school where you left getting improvement, it can be better. And that's exactly what we believe as civil servants that we are, that things can be better. Of course, we know we are limited by the reason of the space where we are when you talk about infrastructural development or addition. But beyond just the infrastructure, there's a part I want to emphasize, and that's the quality of the students that are coming out from the institution. Why some of us were here, we are privileged to be exposed to a lot of things. Unfortunately, maybe we challenge the generation that is coming behind us, or maybe the societal influence. I was privileged to be in a team about 2 or 3 weeks ago. We tried to collect what you can call the baseline data on how to improve on our curriculum for every department in the college. And that is being done nationally for all the colleges that are under the blue economy. And we actually wanted to include the university too, but they said their own review of the syllabus will be 2027 or 2028. Now, but when we gather together, all the colleges that are offering programs like this, we needed to gather some baseline information to know how are we faring in the field. Some of the information we got were really very disheartening. We visited 2 fishing companies very close to us here. What they told us about our product was really very disheartening. Not about the quality, but about their willingness to work. This is the way, the area where those of us who are mature or who have become fathers and, in the field can become very relevant on how to motivate this one to know that Rome is not built in a day. Many of them are looking at those of you whom God has helped to be up there as if that is where they must start. Forgetting that many of you start also maybe as a trawler captain and all that, and you grow up to become whatever you are today. So you will need to help in some of this area to put like encouragement or counseling into the heart of some of these ones. We are told that many of them are not willing to work when they come to the field. They just want easy money. And for us as an institution, that's not an encouragement. All right? How can you train a product only to be told on the field that they are not willing to work? Then why are we training them? All right? So please, those of us who are on the field, you will do well to help encourage some of these ones. In academic environment, we can only pump into them some of the knowledge that are essential. Another one that is very important along that side is where I will desire us on behalf of the college. Some of us whom God has helped and has at a certain stage in life, we know that civil service cannot compensate you enough for your knowledge, for your experience, and for all that you may want to give back to the institution where you belong. But we, in a way, see it as your contribution, mentoring, and supporting the institution by, it doesn't have to be on a regular basis. Once in a while when you come around to assist in taking some few lectures to ensure, particularly we have a really serious dearth of resource person in the nautical department. All right? And I will not blame anybody for that. If you know there's a better market, why we want to stay in an environment where there's where you are not well paid? So that's why we can only plead for those of us whom the Lord has helped to be above there. Thank God for some of our officers who are supporting us currently, but we convert many more people to also support particularly that department to see how you can share your experiences with the generation that are coming behind so that they also can get a better life after now. We want to appreciate every one of us who has really done well supporting the college. You have done well in supporting us in different areas, but like Oliver Twist, we want to say we need more. You may have traveled outside and you see how systems are run in some other places. We don't want to shy away from your contribution in form of encouragement, in form of suggestion, and in form of physical or material resources that you think your institution where you used to belong will need or that will be very relevant to them. Now, on behalf of my provost, I want to appreciate every one of us who is here today. Some of the things that probably we can do is the college is doing that currently. The provost is also doing that currently. Try to give scholarship to some of the students, maybe the best student at ND level and the best graduating student. as a sort of, as a way of motivating them. As an alumni, we can pick that up and say, maybe the best students in this particular area, the alumni of the college want to support this. Or maybe just as a group within the alumni, can also take that up. We think some of this will help our students to, be motivated to do better than what we are doing now. We pray for everyone who is here today. We pray that by the mercy of God, when next we gather together, you will not be missing by the reason of ill health. You will not be missing by reason of death. The Lord who has brought us together will give us a glorious day and better time to celebrate together next time. One more time, we welcome everyone. We are looking forward to a day when the college itself will be able to host all of us and welcome us back home. But while we are waiting for that time, one more time, we celebrate everyone who is here today. The Lord bless you all. Thank you.
I have a question, sir. Hello, sir. I have a question. You are representing the provost.
You can go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, sir. We've seen, in fairness now, a lot of cramped improvement. But this is my concern. I know we have federal allocation for the college. And to a certain extent, it's sad that every time they want to do anything in college, maybe NIMASA come, anybody come, they want, they need this, they need that. It's sad that even with the federal allocation, it falls on some people to be dipping into their pockets and be doing this. And rumor has it that we have enough to go and tie streets. Rumor has it that we have a site at Eleko, Ibolo, right? Then this is what I don't understand, right? Why should we continue to cramp ourselves here? Why must we continue to go to the east where there's no river? Do you understand what I'm saying? I do wish. I actually came down for the provost. Unfortunately, he must have sensed it. And I'm telling you, I think his administration is a colossal failure. I would have loved for him to be here.
We don't. Thank you.
All right. I appreciate your contribution, sir. I will convey your message to him. But if I could just chip in a little, at least was what I know. The reality on ground, there's one thing to say you hear something from the government or from anybody. And there's another thing to verify the reality or the veracity of that information on ground. I'm a civil servant. We hear a lot of things. There's a wide gap of difference between budget for the year and money released or that is available for that particular project. So sometimes those of us who felt unhappy by the way we see system, not only here, everywhere, we pick up on so many things. But sometimes when you sit down and really look into details, you will discover that I was privileged to attend ICPC training because I'm the ACTU chairman in the college here. And in the course of those training, they told us how politicians are being punished many, many times for offenses they did not commit, simply because the buck stopped on their table. That when a contract is awarded, for instance, ordinarily you expect, a guy is the one that have it. But there are a lot of things that go on underground between the procurement and the accountant. But because the buck stopped at the chief executive table, if he did not keep receipt of anything that happened during his tenure, up to 15 years after he has left the office, he can still be picked up to come and answer that query. All right? So because Nigeria belongs to all of us, anytime you see anything or any error somewhere, please document your detail. We are all privileged to report. Me, I'm an advocate that Nigeria must be better than this. I mean, some of us have been privileged to also go out and see things. Nigeria cannot continue with the way it is. But if you ask yourself the question, who is the cause of the problem? By the time you begin to ask for details, you discover that we are all contributing in one form or the other. So we all have a responsibility to make it better. If you know of any specific information, of anything that anybody is doing wrong, EFCC is there, ICPC is there. It's a privilege that we all have. You can write petition, and such an individual can be picked up. But it's not sufficient to just hear and say, this happened. Now, for Igbo Lomi, for me, I was disheartened too, because that is center I managed all the time. when we hear years back, I think Igbo was bought in the 80s when Babola Newu was here. When I got to the place, only to discover that all that we have is just maybe less than 10 acres thereabout. The secondary school where I graduated for in my village, as far back at the 60s, the land expanse was by far wider than what Igbo Lomi, who's supposed to be carrying a higher institution, is now buying in the year 80s thereabout. That space there is not even up to what you can call the sports complex of many institutions, of many universities. You now ask yourself, why will some people think I called one of the officers that was responsible for the purchase of the land and I challenged him, why will you do this at your age and at your time? He gave a lot of excuses that they were short-sighted, they didn't know it was going to be like that. I'm happy he owned up to that. Now, so ordinarily, sometimes when you have some leaders at the end of affairs sometimes who are short-sighted, they may take some decision, not because they meant evil, but that is the level they know at that particular point in time. So I also want us to note that. Now, the reason why we moved to the east, we are in Enugu now. We have facility there. We are moving forward to Andoni. All right? We have facility there. Now, it is not just college desire and say we just want to wake up, let's go to all these places. If you know the power play behind any of those ones, you will say, these are civil servants, they are helpless. So I want to let the case rest at that level. But I want to also conclude that if you have any specific case of any wrong anywhere, please don't spare anyone. I told you, I belong to the anti-corruption transparent unit. I'm the chairman in the college. So if you know anyone, we can begin from the college here. Take it right to the ICPC office and get that done. Well blessed.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, sir. Good
Thank
afternoon,
you.
sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your beautiful submission. I want to ask a question. Perhaps maybe it might have been the provost, like that our brother said. But now that you are presenting him, and I believe he will have a video or picture of what is going on here. The 40th matriculation ceremony, the 40th matriculation ceremony that was done recently, I observe that marine engineering has over 200 students. Nautical science had many other departments. But there is a major department in that is going to extinction. It's fisheries department. In this year's matriculation, it has only 8 students at that department. While ND1 has 3. Marine engineering has 200, others. Why is it like that? Because this school is Federal College of Fisheries, formerly school. When we came in, it was Federal Fisheries School. So fisheries is an integral. So I believe the legacy of this school is gradually being affected, especially by the influx of some programs that ordinarily shouldn't have found their way into this school. Programs like public administration. Can you imagine taking public administration to Maritime Academy Oron or Regional Maritime Academy Accra? Take public administration. Technology. Imagine I will, or my daughter, or recommend this place for anybody to come and study public administration, medical lab, when medical schools are there. I don't think it makes sense. Just like you said, leadership problem. So I will not want to go too much into that. However, I will want the alumni, because the alumni, I will say, owns this school. We are all product of this school, and we will not allow school to go bad. We need to protect the legacy of this school. So, Mr. President, I'm referring this to Mr. President of that. We discussed this matter when we came in this morning. So please, I will want you to see to this. Liaise with the school. Probably form a committee of people among eligible alumni trying to address this situation, or trying to look into it and see how this can be remedied. The doctor said about 100 and something students, 1 point something million students were admitted into the school. 1,000 plus were admitted into the school. Where is the accommodation? Where is the accommodation? This is not a conventional institution. You can bring in programs that are maritime oriented. There are other maritime programs that will form life after sea. When your sailing career, there is still life after sea. Those programs will induct you into administrative life. Those programs are programs that need to be added. So it's a long thing if we have to start discussing this. But please take this back, that fisheries is gradually going into extinction. Even on the platform, the alumni platform, every discussion you see there boils around nautical science, marine engineering. By the grace of God, these fisheries students, the fisheries department formed the female aspect of the school, because we are all male. Nautical science, engineering, those we are all male. So it is the fisheries department that we run to when we need the females. And some of them, we are married to some of them today. So where do you want us to get wife from in this school? My wife finished HND fisheries in this school. He knows. We entered the same year in this school. No, a lot like that. No, on a lighter mode, fisheries department is gradually going into extinction. Please take this back to the provost. Do something. What are the challenges? Alumni president, why are we not having more fisheries students among us? Why is fisheries not being talked about on the platform? Where are the aquaculture materials and all the rest? Donations and all contributions are coming in for marine, nautical. Thank you, Captain Tony Ayelara, for donating these textbooks. Where are textbooks for fisheries students to study? So we should not concentrate only on marine and nautical. Let us also come together as marine and nautical and support our sisters and our brothers that study in fisheries department. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to add to the comment of Engineer Dele. If you look at the maritime industry as of today, we have a lot of people making money from services to marine industry. We have people that are making money from certification of equipment that is used on board. Riggers, if you go to a platform, you see riggers, you see so many other things that make money more than captain. They make money more than engineers. And we want the school to critically look at other associated maritime professional jobs, career that are relevant in the maritime industry, that they can start doing the certificate. The course take only about 3 months or 6 months to understand it. And before you know it, you started making money. Like this life raft certification, crane tests, all these things, so many of them. The school should start looking in that area so that if you go to Port Harcourt, you see a lot of people making money from it. And here, there's a school that should be offering such services. So the school should look more into other areas that will be beneficial to the maritime industry. Thank you.
All right. I quite appreciate our contribution. I mean, that's the beauty of organization like this. It is our alumni, so we all have a responsibility to find a way of adding value to this. Like the general popular say, it's soldier come, soldier go, but barrack remain the same. Those of us who left here in the 80s, you can probably count about 3 or 4 provosts who have gone. Babola Newo, Mr. Nota, Professor Selibe. All right. We also have our Professor Sule Abiodun before the current provost. So all those one came, they added their own value and left. But the school still remained the same. You will still come back a year later. Another group will have taken over. But what we are advocating for is how to make the system better. So whatever concept or ideas we think can add value to it, it's not all about us. The children that we're all giving back to, some of us might be interested in having them to go through a program like this. So whatever value you have added now will be a serious benefit onto them. But as per the fishery technology challenges, it's a big challenge to us too, even as an institution, and sincerely speaking, it's a national problem. If you go to any Nigerian university, you cannot find great number of people in agricultural courses nowadays. The younger generation wants courses that can give them quick money. Nobody wants to labor in any farm. I studied fisheries. I left the system in 1985, all right? Since after that time, you have been seeing the number of people showing interest in this program because it's an agricultural thing, seriously going into a reduction. But I will challenge the national government also because of that. As a fishery person, I'm interested in investing my money to produce. But you now ask the question, the challenges I'm facing on the field, can I compete? If I want to produce, let me say just two examples of two species of fish. We have a fish we call tilapia. We have another fish we call pangasius. If I produce my tilapia, let's say I use cage facility in the bigger body of water, and I produce large quantity, and I bring my product to the market, and it's costing maybe about 3,000 plus or 4,000 plus to get to that point. And somebody, because of government policy, who get a license, now go to China to bring in tilapia. There is no way I can compete with that person. So if there's no value for my labor, for my effort, why will I encourage generation coming behind to go into that kind of business? So you can see where the challenges are. So it's not just about the college, but it's about what everybody is seeing in the market. If somebody brings pangasius from Thailand, there is no way with all my labor, with all the cost I put in to produce the same weight of pangasius that I will be able to compete with somebody that is bringing his own. And everybody love buying and selling. Just get little money, import, sell, make your money back. That doesn't take time. Compared to somebody who spend about 6 months in raising the fish to table size, only to be competing with somebody who is just selling at a ridiculous price in the market. So when the younger generation sees some of those, the question they are asking is, what is the prospect for this kind of course? So they rather prefer to do something else, like Radley said. You do a 3-month course and you are making better money than somebody who waste a whole 2 years or 4 years in a program like this. Only at the end of the day, they'll be saying this is all you can get. I left here in 1985. So if it's all about salary I'll be collecting from that time, can I compete with any of you who is in nautical or marine that left here in the 90s or in the 2000s? For where? So why will a generation like that be encouraged or be motivated? So if we are going to encourage the younger generation, there must be a lot of incentives that are in there, and it must begin with the national policy. For me, I want to advocate, let there be a ban on every form of fish coming to Nigeria, except the one that we cannot produce. We can't produce cod, we can't produce salmon. All these are temperate fish. But those that can be produced in a temperate environment, let it be said that nobody is allowed to bring that in. And let government support a factor there that makes fish production very expensive locally, which is the production of fish feed. Now, if government can support, all right, in reducing the cost of that, joyfully, those of us who want to produce, we train people just 2 days, 3 days, and we encourage them to fish production. But by the time they get to the feed and discover that the cost of production is so high, and the margin between their effort and what they are getting is really low, nobody will be interested in that kind of business. So those are the reasons why it appears as if people are not interested. Every time people come for Nautica, they know when they finish, there is a seaman passport that can qualify them to travel outside and to go outside, all right, to make more money. So they prefer to go to that kind of course than the one that will just give them any serious money. So I think it's a national challenge. It's not just about the college. We have been privileged to relate with several other colleges, and we discover the same. I'm going to Abuja tomorrow. We are trying to review some of the curriculum we have. But last week I was at Abuja. when you hear story from different institutions, you will pity Nigeria. That at this rate, what's going to happen next to our agricultural development? The younger generation are not interested because there's no motivation in there. They prefer system where they can raise such money. So, but as alumni, we can encourage or we fashion out some things we think we can do. Like I said earlier, some of properly have the ears of those in government, and you can chip some of these things in so that they can understand there are big problem on the ground, and unless we solve it, let it not be said that Nigeria is depending on Oyibo people for food all the time.
Thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Chairman BOT and the President. My question, sir, is does the college has any platform for people who wants to come back for mentoring the next generation? Okay, we will contact you.
Sorry, a platform. See me later on this, we will talk. See me later. It's available.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead, my captain.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please, I will want to talk as a student, not my position in the office. Please. I want us to correct one thing in everybody. You see, this fisheries, School of Fisheries, if it is possible, we remove that thing. I know it's not possible. That's why I said if it is possible. Now, Oceanography and Maritime Academy of Nigeria, Oron, we are on the same level now. If you go to the ministry, check the marine schools, you see Oceanography and Maritime Academy of Nigeria. We are on the same position. Now, we are in the same ministry. Ministry of Blue Economy. But something is still wrong with this code. And we are saying it, and we are still saying it. Like my brother rightly said, you see, there are some courses I don't expect this school to be running. We are on the same level with Maritime Academy. Let us use them as an example. Now, if you notice, there is a fight going on in Akwa Ibom. Some stakeholders, they want that school to be university. Some that knows the meaning of maritime education, they refused. The issue is still going on. National Assembly is looking into that. But the stakeholders, the alumni student, the alumni association, everybody, they are against turning that school to university. And for us here, having all these courses, bringing in all these courses that are irrelevant to maritime, this thing, maybe you talk more to the provost. I don't know how they do that. But we have a school along that Lekki, Ekpe. Maybe they can move all those marine and nautical science. They are the only thing you are selling now. Because if you look at it, in the maritime industry, I can tell you oceanography students are leading. Oceanography students are leading now. Check it. The maritime body, Nigerian Maritime NEMASA. Go and check it, sir. The acting director was a student of this school. Go other areas, you see oceanography students manning the area. Go to the industry generally. We are making waves. So please, I want you to think about it. Like Engineer Dele Avi said, Think about life after C. Immediately I got my master's, I stopped selling. Now I have to come back after C. And I know what we are facing because of life after C. We never prepared for it until we came back and started seeing the reality. Please, I believe my senior colleagues, we've been talking about it to have another committee to discuss with the management of the school, which I believe they will do something good. But from my position, I cannot be part of it. That's why I said when I was talking, I'm talking here as a student, not as any other person. Please. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Ayeni. I just want to say one thing. I will not belabor everything that has been said, but there's a point that he made. We come from behind, which I have been seeing concerning our guys in Nimasa. You know, he said that most of the departments now are being manned by our products. It is true. I'm aware of that. But I am also worried concerning that. And I will tell you my worry. The question is, how did we get to that position? We got to that position because of some particular group of people were also drifting away. And then it is our products that are better placed to take over those positions. Now, this is where I'm going. Never mind that Captain Ayeni is here and is wearing a t-shirt and face cap like a 25-year-old. He's an old man, he will soon retire. The person that is the director now is also our mate. So my worry is, after these people get to that age, the next 4, 5, 6 years, we will see them bowing out, one after the other. Who are the generation that will take over? Are we going to be able to say this in the next 5 years, 10 years? That is our product that is manning this. And it takes a lot of sacrifice. I'm a lecturer in this college, and I came in 2012. The provost has been then. Professor Zelibe has been talking to me before then. I was reluctant. But I had to brace it that if I don't come, then who will? So if you are complaining about our products, they are not making waves, they are not recognized, who are the people that will plant that boldness, that motivation in them to be able to go out there and do all these things? So what am I saying is that I love the question that my younger brother there asked about how can he contribute to motivating the younger generation coming. I think that question should come from all of us. I want to challenge all of us to that. You know, if we do not motivate these younger ones, yes, wherever you are doing something, your career-wise, you are doing well. There was a time that we were not there. And some other schools, I won't mention them, they too, they were enjoying it. So if we are there now, we need to ensure that that opportunity continues. And I will stop it at there. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Thank you.
Please, can we clap for everybody? Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Luby, for a very, very good representation of the school and of yourself as an alumnus, and a big appreciation to everyone that has contributed also. We are all proud of our school, that's why we're here, and then we don't want courses to go into extinction. We don't want the school to go into extinction. Because then when that happens, we won't have reason to be here. And then, like my BOT chairman has said, we will not have anybody, to take over the baton. So thank you very much, everybody. I think we've got a very great AGM. We are in AOB. We are in AOB, so the floor is open for any other important association business. If anybody has information for us, I know some people brought some money to share. Please just tell me first and tell me where to come, and then we can announce afterwards. But the president said he wants to thank me with money. That's it, sir? Okay, oh, sorry. He said he wants to give his appreciation to the school. So I'll use the mic for presidents. Please clap for him. Thank you.
Otumba, I always like your words. Sometimes when you twist the words, and they are great to me. Great, Ocean.
Great.
Say a big thank you to everybody. And I want to say a big thank you to the provost, the person, Dr. Olubi, that represented the provost here. It was inevitable that he could not make it. He told me he was going to Abuja. And we have still one of our own. You can all hear when he left 1985. Talking more on this, we all have a lot to contribute and to do. But the Lord will teach us all how to walk this journey. On behalf of the alumni, Dr. Olubi, I want to say a big thank you for taking your time, representing the provost very well. We all appreciate it. And in this alumni, we will always want to welcome the provost. It's a big support to us. Questions were asked. Please help us to take it down to provost. You understand all this question? We want to know how it is. Sometimes rumors can come, but we need to make it authenticated. That's it. And we want to even send this to the provost. I would like to call Captain. Captain is looking at me. Captain Ailada, please move forward. I want him, Dr. Olubi, please come. We want to present. Can somebody help me with this? You can stay here, stay. Come, sir. Come, sir. He has brought this. He has brought this on behalf for the alumni that you will give it to the school. Part of a contribution to it. Please help us deliver this to the school. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Captain. Our pleasure. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. So, over to you, AOB.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I thought it was money that the President wanted to hand over to me, but it is books. You know, books will bring money. Unfortunately, I was not a lover of the library when I was in school here, because hustling was too much. So hustling was too much. The time to visit the library was not there at all. And Saturdays like this, instead of spend that time to read, some of us, stop looking at me, Super Morak. You want me to tell them that you are part of it? We'll dress and we'll be hunting for where they have parties. Yeah? From Federal Palace to Lagos Island. You hear me? We'll just dress, fine boys. And then we'll be entering any party. I'm sure they don't ask us questions. It's not like now, when people will be asking you, are you here for the groom or for the bride? Chief, who sent them now? When people even invite us for a bank, every time. In fact, practically we talk to musicians. So Chief will be entertaining us today. Chief, you can wave to everybody. We started a band in this school called the Navigators Band. Great. Right, I was a backup singer. Akim Bobola was our manager. Chief he was the lead vocalist. And we were performing everywhere. We performed for the school. You know, we started acting here. I started my acting career here. You know, we had the Ocean Drama. We would do drama. There was no more like this, so we were using the net loft. And we charge students. Hustling was just too much, so there was no time to go to the library. So, and we also threw out, and thank God we are here to talk today. And then our seniors and daddies are proud of us. We did not turn to bad people. You know, so it's been a lovely time, quite engaging AGM. The floor is open for any other business. Thank God today I'm a moderator and not on that side. When I'm on that side, I argue a lot. But they caught me and offered me the mic. So there was no disturbance. Otherwise, we would still be here. So, greatest socialites, you know, the floor is open for any other business.
I got one.
Oh. So the president, like Oliver Twist, has come again. He wants to read out the list of the requests from the different departments. Please patiently listen to them, write them down. We have music waiting, and they have told me that there's still food. So please don't rush in a hurry. We also have drinks, not all these jadi. We have correct drinks. So please don't rush to leave here. After the president's list, it will be time for us to adjourn the AGM 2026. Mr. President, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I'm here once again. Thank you very much. I don't like calling you your name. I like calling you Oloye. Maybe Otumba, Oloye. Maybe one day you will give me something, you know. Okay. Rounding up, we have some lists which departments have sent to us. The fisheries, the marine engineering department, and the nautical department. So I just want to read it out. We'll paste it on the Oceanite group. However, we'll be so pleased if anybody, any one of you, maybe group, personal, can present. Or you come to talk, we talk about it. You understand? Let's talk about it together. These are all the things, that's why we say we are looking for money we want to give back to the school. List of needs, fisheries department. Renovation of fisheries wet lab and a 2 horsepower borehole water pump. That's just the need. Renovation of fisheries wet lab and 2 horsepower borehole water pump. List of need for MTB department. Lecturer seats, at least 8 pieces. Latest edition of books of transport and logistic management, transport economy, physical distribution, transport planning, and merchant ships modules. List of needs for marine engineering department. Resource personnel. This I need to explain. Just like what my boss, Captain Ayeni, has just came out here to explain. For our upgrading and further accreditation. And for COC level and HND. We need 4 chief engineers on part-time commitments. 4 chief engineers with class 1 tickets on part-time commitments. We know the school cannot pay these people. You know, somebody on a first class chief engineer is on about $15,000 to $18,000 per month. And you are asking him to come and stay in the ministry, you know, to work. But an offer of part-time, you understand, part-time business has been offered. The school can, with the alumni, we can, you know, synergize or synergize to know what we can do. We need 4. They need 4 in that marine engineering. List of needs for nautical department. Resource personnel, same, master mariner, master's tickets. We have some of our alumni people doing this. I don't want to mention names, which are lecturers supporting students. They've been doing this ever since years back. I won't say, if not more than 6 years back, they've been doing this. If you have a friend, maybe in your workplace, in your company, master mariner, you understand, please talk to him. They also need an inverter battery, 4 pieces. That's nautical department. They need wall fan, 4 pieces. 2 horsepower AC, 3 pieces. These are the basic needs for now. We'll put it on the platform. Please go through it. Anyone the Lord puts in your mind, maybe 2 people synergizing or synchronizing together to get something for them, it will be presented to them from the alumni. This is what we are giving to the school. I want to encourage you all that you are doing well. We are all doing noble. I'm happy to have all of you here. You understand? People, my director, I say thank you so much, Captain Ayene. I want to say somebody I kept from traveling, that he wants to just come and honor me for coming. I don't want to belittle you, Captain Muyiwa Oguntoyinbo. Thank you very much for coming. I know I cut off your traveling. You should have been out of the country. I want to say thank you to you, Captain Hilara, Captain Erev, and my Samanja. Seeing old friends. See why the alumni is good. When you see old faces. This man dealt with me when I was in school. This man called Samanja. You should know why we call him Samanja. Do anybody know what is Samanja? That's what man. But the dealing with me has made me a good person. We are thinking of something, I said it earlier, as my captain has said. You see, captain, we are going to regiment the school. What we are talking about, Dr. Olubi, that people say they just want, are you with me? Otumba? Regimentation matters. Let me just give you 5 minutes why I said that. We took 10 cadets from this school. Do you understand? And when I saw the way they were behaving, even when I came, not to disgrace the school, when they came to me, because it's my company that sponsored them, I turned them to another thing within 2 weeks. Because me, myself, I'm brutal when it comes to regimentation. Guess what? They are one of the best students they've never ever seen in Metropolitan College. In discipline and in academics. So please, this thing matters a lot. If you see our team, maritime, crime in maritime sector, please, any way we can push this thing to the younger ones coming, let us be able to push it to them. This is how life is. This is how life is, stage after stage. If my BOT chairman has told you how he moved, you will all believe. And I know we will get there with your support, not us. We need your support. We need the money. We will give you a very good balance of account very soon, which will be placed on the platform. Once again, I say thank you, everybody. If I have not mentioned your name, not that I overdo you, we say thank you. God bless you all. Over to you, my boss. Any other business?
Thank you very much, my president, sir, that wants to implicate me. How can president say I'm his boss? President wants me to disclose that I'm doing pro bono service. a service that was not paid for. So he's now using my boss. So I will not give you invoice. We have not closed the account, sir. We still have miscellaneous. I can send invoice. It will not be too much. Fuel is 1,300 naira. Yes, sir. So the floor is opened for adjournment. I know that we've had a great time, so we need somebody to move for us to adjourn this meeting to 2027, and then the seconder, before we can close with prayer, and then afterwards we go outside as we normally do to have our mini celebration. So adjournment. Don't worry now. If nobody adjourns, we can stay here now. Thank you very much. Please, the mic. Kapi, you have moved that many motions today. One motion is 10,000 naira.
Just once.
Just for the first time? Okay. Kapi cannot be wrong.
I Enoluda move for adjournment of the AGM.
A seconder. Chief, you have seconded that many motions today.
I'm not seconded. This is the first time
This is the first time you are seconding. Okay. My chief cannot be wrong.
I'm seconding Captain Ayeni.
To adjourn this meeting.
To adjourn this meeting
to 2027.
To God.
So it's time to close the prayer. Can we have a female pray for us? They have said we should give the mic to Madam Ronke. I know that she would use me to laugh now. Please give her a mic. Today we did not waste time, and you can check by your time. You are supposed to be doing this prayer at 4:15. Now we are praying prayer at 2:33.
My name is Mrs. Ronke Ibironke Oladipo Bisiriu. 1987 says, I will pray in Muslim way. This is accepted.
Very well, ma'am.
Yes, I'm a Muslim. Salam Abu Karim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Hamidin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim. Ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Nabi Karim sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Thank you very much, ma. So it's time for us to shake our hands and shake our body. We have meals to be served. Yeah. So it's going to shut down, but we are not shutting down. So we can just move outside to the shade. There will be music, there will be drinks, there will be food. It's time to network. AGM is on. See you in 2020.